The silent air compressor has been a bit of a fail because it's been burning its oil and then spitting that oil through the moisture trap, and there's just been so much of it that it couldn't cope. I have though cleaned it out and flushed it a few times with cleaning solvent, and it is now ready to be used for another refrigeration project. I've had it under vacuum for quite a while and put new oil in it and ran it under vacuum with the new oil for quite some time just to get any moisture out it. So that's all ready. I just need to clean this mess. It's basically just alcohol that I'm cleaning it in. It works really nicely because the oil just sort of dissolves away. And the oil's been burning, not because the compressor has been getting hot enough to cause it to burn, it's because of the heat of the compression was burning it. It's kind of sort of dieseling, so the oil that's come out this here actually pretty much smells like diesel exhaust. So I don't think using these compressors as silent air compressors is really a good idea. So what I've done is I've bought a small air compressor which I will review, and I've put my tanks outside. They're just temporarily here just now, and what will happen is I'll have a connection on them and I'll go into the shed through this hole here, and that'll free up more space for me. So because the new compressor I think is 1.5 horsepower, it's going to be giving out quite a lot more air, so I just turned this regulated water trap into just a basic water trap. I just removed all the regulation from it, so it's just basically straight through. And the reason I did that was one end's going to go in the compressor, and basically the other end will go to just the air receiver that came with the compressor. But what's going to happen is just before this water trap there's going to be a coil of 8mm micro bore in very cold water, so it'll be like a very large refrigerated air dryer, and with this water trap being larger it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Should be able to catch everything, and I don't think the compressor I'm going to get will spit oil. So if you can live with a tank filling up with oil or having to clean out your water trap regularly, then a silent air compressor is okay, but they do spit oil and they do burn their oil as well. That's what I've found. I think the main reason it does burn its oil is because it does get very hot when running. I had a powerful fan blowing on this and it was too hot to touch basically, and that was when I was spraying the fence. So, and that's when it starts burning the oil, when it starts getting hot inside, and then the heat of compression added onto that just burns oil and it just smells like diesel. This here is the old refrigerated air dryer, and basically the new one that I'm going to make is going to be quite a bit bigger and hopefully more effective. Well, that's that back to an acceptable condition. It may be good for a very small air compressor. Maybe if I could find a refrigeration compressor that doesn't spit that much oil, it would maybe be good for that. I think also this refrigerated air dryer is too small for this compressor. That one's 3/4 of a horsepower, so I think it's maybe just too much going through it as well.